using the Livescribe Echo Smartpen.
This is a Livescribe Echo Smartpen. The Echo Smartpen is turned on by pushing the button up here, and you can see that it lights up and shows that it's Smartpen number 4, and the battery indicator shows that the battery's good. It has a microphone here, and it has at the tip a camera in the tip, so that when you take notes with the smartphone, it records audio at the same time it records the writing. The Smartpen has to be used with proprietary paper that comes in the Smartpen notebook, and they come in this smaller steno size, or they come in this standard size of a binder, 8.5 by 11, and you can use it in this spiral, or you can take the pages out and put them in a regular size binder for organizational purposes. And so the way it works, once you have the Smartpen on, is when it's time to listen to a lecture, you look down at the bottom of the page, and there's controls, and you can hit the record, and you can see that it's recording, and the seconds are going by for the recording, and then you need to take your notes. So these are notes that I'm taking with the Smartpen, and I'm making believe that I'm listening to a teacher. It's often useful in math class because the teacher is always writing a lot on the board and talking at the same time, and as a student you're busy writing so many things, sometimes you're not listening as carefully as you could be. So the Smartpen is recording audio while you're taking notes, and maybe you are drawing pictures or graphs or things like that, and you can draw them with the Smartpen however you want, and then you can go back and listen to what the teacher was saying later. If the teacher changes subject, you may want to write down the topic so that you'll know that there was a change in subject, and you can write more details from there. If you don't understand something, even if you're making any notes at all, you'll be able to go back later and listen by tapping on those notes. If the teacher mentions that there's a homework assignment, and you write it down, and there might be a lot of details involved, and you don't write them down carefully, you don't have to worry about that. You can go back and listen to it later. In fact, if there's anything the teacher says is very important, you could just put a star in your notes to go back to, and whatever the teacher's saying, whatever you're scribbling here, you can be recording it audio while it's going on, and come back to it later. So when you are finished with this lecture, you look back down at the bottom of the page, and you can hit the stop, and you can see when you look at the pen, it stopped moving, and I can see that it was 1 minute and 51 seconds that I was recording, which is fine. And later on, when I'm looking at my notes and going over them, I can decide what to listen to by tapping on it. Class, because the teacher is always writing a lot on the board and talking at the same time, and as a student you're busy writing so many things, sometimes you're not listening. The teacher mentions that there's a homework assignment, and you write it down, and there might be a lot of details involved, and you don't write them down carefully. You don't have to. You could just put a star in your notes to go back to, and whatever the teacher's saying, whatever you're scribbling here. As you can see, it's very important to write something down on your paper. You can't just sit and listen and let it record audio. That would be the same as just taking an audio recording of the same thing. You would have nowhere to tap on, nothing to indicate what to listen to, and that's the power of the Smartpen, is it's linking the written with the audio. Now, when the Smartpen runs out of battery strength, which is sometimes may last a few weeks or even a month if you don't use it every day, you can recharge it by plugging it in with a USB cable to your computer. So you plug it in to the computer, and it will charge. And if you download some special software, Livescribe software, you can also sync your notes with the software online. You have to go to the Livescribe desktop to download the software. And if you do, when you sync your pen to the software, you will be able to see your notes online, and you can see that it's transferring information from Smartpen 4, and I'm watching it get transferred into there. There's also a place here where you can see your notebook, and those are your pages that you've written on. You can create custom notebooks and organize your notes into folders at this point if you want. Now, this is an example of different things that have been taken, notes that have been taken here. And let's see, there we go. There's my notes that I just took. So I can look at them on here and I can click on them in the computer. And I'm making believe that I'm listening to a teacher. It's often useful in math class. You could just put a star in your notes to go back to, and whatever the teacher's saying, whatever you're scribbling here, you can be recording it audio. So you can see that you can sync them with the computer, and then if you lost your pen, it would all be on the computer, and you wouldn't have lost your notes forever. Additionally, for the Smartpen, there are some materials you can use, like these sound stickers, which you can stick into books. A teacher may use these to put into books and record audio for students who can't read, or put them on worksheets and record audio to make worksheets accessible. They can also be put into agenda assignment notebooks so that a student can tap and record assignments rather than writing down, which is helpful for dysgraphic students who can't write. So good luck with your Livescribe Echo Smartpen.
Using the Livescribe Echo Smartpen.
This is a Livescribe Echo Smartpen. The Echo Smartpen is turned on by pushing the button up here, and you can see that it lights up and shows that it's Smartpen number 4, and the battery indicator shows that the battery's good. It has a microphone here, and it has at the tip a camera in the tip, so that when you take notes with the smartphone, it records audio at the same time it records the writing. The Smartpen has to be used with proprietary paper that comes in the Smartpen notebook.